I'll do the chat
The
on my
chat, the
laptop.
Twitter chat. Yeah, go ahead
Yeah,
and take care of that for us.
You
I
must
have
have
my.
moved, Jared.
I changed places where I record,
Okay.
rearranged the house a little
What
bit.
happened to the guest room?
It's now officially going to be a guest room, so I had to vacate the premises.
Where are you
Finally,
now?
I'll have a place to
In
sleep.
the East Wing or the West Wing?
I'm in the central wing, if we want to be technical.
That's how you know they got money.
Yeah, yeah. Money.
There's a third wing.
The central wing.
They got the whole mansion, that
Yeah.
bitch.
I guess I have to go on my phone to do this part.
What is this part?
Share it
Did
to.
Did
It's
you
so
ever hit
hard
up the
being an
lawyer
adult.
girl while we're
I
waiting?
didn't. I forgot. I knew it was something I had to do today. I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it through daylight hours. I'll like DM dive into potential suitors at like this time of night.
I mean,
Seems
she's
weird.
very online. Well, we're doing a live, so I mean that probably wouldn't have been.
You know what? I'm on Jared's team here. I think business operations should be conducted during business hours. Anything past, I'd say 9. I'd say anything past 9 p.m. Eastern reeks of thirst. Um,
It really does. Truly, honestly.
I mean, it hurt. All right. Well, we're live, so I'm not gonna say what I was.
Listen, nothing good happens after 9 p.m., including this show.
I was gonna say, yeah, include that. Include that, please.
Man, I got on one of the screens here. I've got the 2003 Rockingham race, and I tell you, it's uploaded. It's 4:3, so not 16:9, but it is in 1080p. It is so nice to see those old like pre-super skewed Gen 4 cars in HD. I tell you what, growing up, I really did not like Rockingham. I did not think it put up great racing. I was an idiot. This put up great racing. God, I kind of want to I may have to sell my Wilkesboro tickets, and I need to go. I need to go Rockingham, but I think it's in the middle of nowhere.
You know,
Where's
I had to meet a guy who over the weekend who like inspected my car, and I had to be nice to him and like shoot the shit with him. And so he brought up Wilkesboro and like that he lived near, and I had to be like, "Oh yeah, I've been over there. Yeah, where's at the race there? Yeah, it's a good time over there." And in my
I
head, I
mean,
was
I've
like,
got my tickets. That might be the last race I ever go to,
I
for
think
one
it
reason or
might
the
be.
other.
man? Hey, no bullshit
Listen,
though. Like outside of that, it shocked. No, it shocked all of us. LeVar Scott is in Xfinity, Raleigh Auto Parts Series full time. You love to see it.
I was shocked because
Yeah, me too. That threw me off. I'm like, you know what? Let's go.
I mean, I'm guessing like Rev Racing, God rest their souls, in the ARCA series, that just wasn't winning equipment, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Because I
for
really would
sure.
have liked to have seen him get a win, but I mean, he was a second and third place machine. So,
He's heavily consistent.
you just gotta be in the conversation.
so with Alpha Prime, I mean, we're hopeful like a top 15 is a really good day, or
I don't know enough about them to make a. Probably, yeah. I feel like they're like a 10 to 25th
Yeah.
place
Um,
team.
I have to watch more the season coming up for sure. Because I'm definitely gonna be watching it. A lot of Xfinity now.
What was I gonna say? I can't. Twitter makes the DM so difficult.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, I
It's
hate it.
awful. One of the fucking one of the worst I've
God
ever seen in my life.
bless.
and I
Like, how do
can't.
you? It's terrible, man. You gotta equip. Wait, what? And
I
they get rid of the edit button. You can't even do voice command no more. They make DMs look like a fucking 2013 Facebook message group.
For me, it's just like when someone posts multiple times, you can't really keep track of who posted what. Like it gets very confusing to sort of track, like, okay, who posted this, who replied to me. For some reason, like in one of the chats, it just had, I guess, Phil just as like anonymous in there. Like it just wouldn't let me view his stuff. I
I
guess he
told you
unblocked it.
why that's in there. It's because you blocked him. Phil,
Well,
if you're hearing this, that's
Did you really
why.
block Phil?
no, I had to double check. I didn't even have him muted.
bro.
The fact that you're not sure.
Listen, I have a lot of people blocked. Like I've tried to curate my feed, or I just want like good things. And if your like Twitter feed involves a lot of drama, like, hey, I'm glad to have you as a friend, but we're just gonna go and mute you a little bit. We're just gonna go and he's not one. He's not one.
I'm probably muted.
I don't think so.
Oh,
But
shocking.
I'm not gonna check on air.
Bonte.
That's
Bonte's-
crazy. That's
Bonte's
crazy.
timeline is much better than his DM behavior.
Whoa,
Bonte, you are
Yes.
not muted.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you better be very careful on how you respond to that, please.
Yeah, don't mess it up now.
Why would
I'm
I
watching
have-
this Rockingham race while we're talking.
Going on
Peyton. It
TNT?
is crispy.
Is it not beautiful?
How y'all
Man.
watching it?
It's just on YouTube.
It's just on YouTube. I'll throw it
Jesus,
for you.
let me go ahead and put on a race.
Hell yeah, man.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you
And-
something. It didn't look this nice on my TV back then.
That's another thing too. Like, yeah.
So I got to get the what's it called? The Grove lights. I just put it
Oh,
on my
like the smart
65
lights.
Yeah, I just put on my
Yeah.
65-inch TV, and I really want to see how it is with NASCAR.
Subtle flex.
It's no.
Yeah, subtle flex.
I was gonna say, where's the subtlety?
Shameless plug.
You know, I plugged in my MacBook Pro and
My 2026 Anchor card charger is not even out yet.
I was gassing up my Mercedes.
the other day.
Jeez, but I'll tell you, save some for the rest of us. It's crazy. It's not even Christmas yet. He already flexed.
All right, bro.
Is anyone else's
That's the
PS5
guy.
Pro as quiet as mine?
Says the guy who literally got like 3-4 guest houses.
You know, I was on my Apple iPhone 20 XL. What? Yeah.
Not
Anyway.
even out yet.
Anyway. You'll
On
get
my
there.
iPhone Fold.
You'll get there, Chief.
You
That's
pay
the-
on
that's
in
the-
2 years.
Are you gonna?
That's the worst.
If that comes true, Jerry, are you gonna get it?
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
And the reason why I want it is the Pixel Fold looks crazy.
That
I'm
and the
switching
that,
to
that and the
Android.
that and the Z Fold 7 looks fantastic this year too.
Yeah, I'll just wait for iPhone to do it. It'll be built better.
It's coming. It's on its way.
Was Kevin Harvick lousy that year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what year?
03.
How are you just saying yeah? brother?
I
You don't
think,
even-
just kinda he was.
just answer it.
Yes.
I mean, at
Every
certain
year.
years he was.
Hate him.
Yeah, every year since birth, he's been lousy. In Bonte's book.
I'm not going.
Bonte secretly hates Kevin Harvick.
No, what I don't.
Not
That's the girl
surprised.
right there.
While we're waiting to start, have y'all been keeping up with the NASCAR with the trial?
No,
the trial of our
because you
lives?
haven't done your job and showed up at the court steps. I
First
ordered
of
you a bow
all-
tie.
all I know
and you
NASCAR
haven't
is cooked.
even like gone so I could send it to you.
You
I
know,
haven't
fun
sent
fact.
it to you yet because you haven't gone yet.
that order of operations needs some work. But
I got to make sure you show up first before I spend the postage. It's expensive.
You know, fun fact, I was on my long run Sunday and I was listening to the Teardown talk about it while I running past that very courthouse. So that was a very meta moment for me.
You hear that, Peyton? The courthouse is on his running route, and he can't pull up for the vibes, bro.
And the thing is, I need to see how long his long runs are these days. Because, like, I don't know if he's like marathon trained, that might be a 20-mile run, or like if he's just.
It was
in
just
between-
13. It was a little 13. you know.
Okay, and so that's halfway. So, like, that's the thing. Like, that wasn't the end point. He didn't, like, go to the courthouse and then get a
Yeah.
ride back. So, like,
Yeah.
that's not
No,
7 miles.
that's true. I did not do that.
Yeah, so he
Can't
like,
deny.
yeah, so that's a short drive. I mean, if you had a car that worked, I mean.
Oh no, I admit I am less than 10-minute drive from the courthouse
Listen, you don't have
with
to apologize.
traffic.
You don't have to apologize for me because of the things I don't do to help this out. Yeah.
First of all, y'all go to hell. Second of all, I used. I'm not taking a day off to be sitting to pay for parking to try to get into a packed courthouse. They'll probably not let my ass in. I got to pretend
You
like I
just
know
run.
Jeff and Jordan. Yeah, all right, bro.
They don't
That's how I
have
know you
suits
ain't
that
been.
are like tracksuits.
This lets
They
me
haven't
know that
Wicking,
you are not familiar
terrible.
with America's legal proceedings. Because if you think I'm running to the courthouse, to then show up. No, I'm not taking a day off for that. I did think about being there when they get let out, but I was like, I'm not gonna be a stalker. And also, it's been raining and cold every day here, and
Perfect.
I'm not waiting out in the rain
Perfect.
for Michael Jordan. I'm not waiting out in the rain for people richer than me. I'll put it that way. Like, I'm not doing that.
That's a short list.
And there you go. That's why I'm not there. Case closed.
The paint's crazy. That's wild.
But anyway, I thought it was. I've been following it, and I think they might be cooked, boys.
Who?
They being NASCAR.
Oh.
Yeah, they might be
Okay,
cooked.
so if NASCAR loses, the most likely thing is they're going to sell off them tracks.
I don't know if they're. I have no idea. Short answer.
That's the
I think
bewildering thing of all of this. Like nobody
that's like
knows.
everyone's worst fear. But honestly, if they have to pay the teams a bunch of money, because like the teams wanted 4 big things, and one of them was a bunch of money, like every year. I feel like they can afford it. It's like it would probably be like 400 million or something, which like yes is a massive amount of money, but they can probably afford that without selling off a track. So anyway, they don't look good for them.
Roll off the tracks. I just don't want them all of the tracks to get turned into
Amazon
centers.
yeah, exactly. Auto clubbed. I don't want them to see them get auto clubbed, and that could be really easy for. I don't know what would be most likely to get auto clubbed.
Let's see.
I mean, Richmond's like, isn't it in like a pretty well developed area?
Yeah.
What, Richmond?
Yeah, the Speedway.
They wouldn't sell Richmond.
Richmond is they literally built an Amazon fulfillment center right next to the Richmond property.
Yeah.
They'd sell Dover before they sell Richmond. That's
Oh yeah, they wouldn't even need to wait. They're not even waiting for a settlement or a decision.
So do it right now. If it was offered to
They're
you.
like, we'll do it just for the hell of it.
Yeah, we'll prove a point.
We'll do it just to prove a point.
Wait,
You
because
think we're afraid?
don't SMI own Dover now?
Doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Yes, I think.
Have
they
you
do.
seen Ozark? Are you familiar with the
Yes.
name Marty Bird? That's the France family.
Yes.
Not surprised.
Are we ready? Can we go?
That seems like a really
Oh,
great.
we've not
schedule.
been going the whole
Supposed to
time?
do that. No.
I'm
I
waiting.
mean, yes, but no.
Whole Center Day year.
The whole point we're here. We've gathered here today.
I'm watching the 2005 the Daytona 500.
That's not
Welcome
what he
to
said.
another episode of Victory Lane Vibes. We are your hostesses with the mostesses. It's Jared, it's Bonte, it's Peyton, it's Art. We're here during the off season to bring you our lovely report cards. And as with last year, we're only going to do this in one take. We're not splitting it up into 3 episodes like the madmen that we were on year 1. We've
Yeah,
become much
Jesus.
more efficient with our
What
time.
were we thinking that?
I don't know what we were
We
thinking.
were on
That
one,
was
yeah.
5 hours of my life
Yeah.
I'm never, ever getting back. We don't have to worry about that this time. So the rules I've laid out are simple and clear this year. A, B, C, D, F are the grades. Some of us have made some alterations to that, permissible by me, your host. But yeah, that's going to be the layout of this evening's festivities. Gentlemen, how are we? How's your off season going? Have you traveled any fun places? Have you done any fun things?
My off season's good. Nothing really. And one more thing before I let people speak. I already know this episode gonna have Darius gonna be pissing us off because he don't have the dumbest grades possible for drivers. Watch. Second
It's standing tradition. It's a standing
I think
tradition.
that's-
My
I think
aim
that's
when we do
slander.
these is to piss you off.
Fair enough.
It's
Why? You know, life is hard
do this
enough. We
to
don't
make
need
sure.
extra adversity.
No. This
in
is my one shot.
2025.
This is my one shot before February, so y'all gonna get it. and
Hey
you gonna like
Joe,
it.
good to see you.
I'll say this: I've been like sick, like at least 10 days, not consecutively, but like I've had low-grade fever since we last recorded. So either the NASCAR season or this podcast was keeping me healthy, and I don't know what that means because I'm not going to continue to do that during the off season. But I've been terrible since we last recorded. I've not been well. I am not a well man, but I feel good right now.
Have you?
I mean, that doesn't have anything to
tested?
do with the illness, to be clear. Those are two
Have you
separate
changed
issues.
your
That's
air
it.
filters in your house?
I'll have to ask the wife. That's one of her
Yeah,
responsibilities.
make sure you change your air filters, dust, vacuum, you have the dog now, so make sure you get a nice pet vacuum to get all the dust and dander.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah, it's
saying?
probably something with that little dog you got.
It could be. I was thinking like because we already had the other dog, the little French bulldog. He's still here, but maybe the new dog. Maybe I'm allergic to him, and he's just slowly killing me, which would be
that could be.
interesting. Yeah. So I guess since last time I got a dog, another dog,
Woof.
a bigger dog.
Arr.
All right, man.
What the
Art,
fuck is
anything? I was doing the ad libs from Bad and Bougie. Ignore me. All right, how's your off season going?
I will gladly ignore that. Off season's
Yeah.
good. It's been chill. Marathon training, watching NASCAR.
How do you
nice.
run when it's cold outside? I find to have lost
Reluctantly.
Comfortably.
comfortably.
It's not.
Yes.
Get
It's
it.
beautiful.
You've lost. your
Anyway,
damn mind.
don't listen to that. Reluctantly.
That might be a reason why I'm sick.
Yeah. You really aren't the person to talk about the great outdoors today. This ain't your time, brother.
This man doing an Iron Man competition when it's 22 degrees outside. Wonder why he don't feel good. Monte, anything new in your world besides your 75-inch television?
a 65-inch bastard? Nothing really, to be honest.
How
Just
many
living
TVs
like-
do you own, Bonte?
Only 2.
6, 7.
Why? Anyways, Art, 2 TVs, one
Okay.
living room, one the bedroom.
Hey, you rich, bro? That's crazy.
You got.
I'm
you
rich.
got-
He's
You
got room.
literally,
He's got room just for
literally have
living.
more money than me, Jared.
A room for living. I don't have that.
Like,
Right.
that's the guy who brought the new iPhone 17 Pro Max. Yes, you.
Yeah,
I
get
pay
his
my cell phone
ass.
bill. You can have nice things too if you pay your bills on time. I'm sorry. I have financial
Careful.
responsibility.
Hang on.
All right,
Time
bro.
out.
All
I
right,
was gonna say, like, it's not.
As soon as we start talking about credit, like we gotta.
Hold on, my
This is
God.
gonna get
Hold
into
on.
how credit scores were made by the banks.
Right,
Never
like,
mind. Like
talk
we
about
gotta.
me.
It all started in 1987 by Goldman.
Have you heard of a president named Reagan? He ruined never mind.
Every year that passes, he looks more and more. Man, maybe not so bad. It's amazing how terrible things do.
Take a day off.
Okay, all right. Let's bring this back. Okay. We'll start with trucks. Who dares go first with their report card? I feel like as the host, I'm not. So Art, you go first.
Yeah, you go first.
First of all, how are you gonna ask for
Go
volunteers
first for that.
and then immediately volunteer somewhere? That feels like a setup. But all right, whatever.
Oh, it is. Oh, trust me.
Fine. I'll go first. In trucks, let me look at my notes here. We'll start on a high one. I give Raja a B. He got a
How
win.
you just don't go out of the order of the grading scale?
Because you told me I could go in whatever I want. And it's my time. So I'm going to do what I want.
All right.
So Raja gets a B because I'm leading off with him. You know what? Actually, I'm going to give him a B plus because I found out this week we share the same taste in living room furniture. So we have the same
IKEA?
TV stand to the color, like 1-to-1. So I'm going to bump him up right now on the fly to a B plus. For that, got a win. Almost made to Phoenix. Had a really solid year. I'm happy with his development. He just went quiet for stretches in the season. There were some periods in the middle of the season where they were just kind of around. And around being like 11th to 20th, right? They weren't really a threat even for a top 10 at times. But all in all, a good season. Happy with it. Let's come back for the better year. Next, Lane Riggs. I gave you a B plus for being able to get 3 wins on the season, but you didn't make it to Phoenix, so that knocks you back. Ty Majeski.
Crap.
Get 2 B's, bro.
Huh?
Oh, there's several.
Oh,
There's
oh,
several.
oh,
movies.
wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. So you mad at
First
him
of all,
because he got 2 Bs?
I thought you asked me to go. You didn't ask for the community to go.
That's crazy.
You asked me to go. So if
But-
I can go, can I have the floor?
I'm gonna mute myself.
Talk your talk.
Please, please
Talk
do.
apart.
Save me the trouble. Thank you. Ty Majeski, I gave you an A minus solely for almost dethroning Corey Haim, just for the fact that you came very close to giving us the nightmare outcome and being a spoiler. I like that. So you get an A minus. Corey Heim, you get A++. You should get to skip a grade and go to the next level up immediately. I don't know what you can say about him. He stunk up the show, which is the best compliment you can give a race car driver, and he did it often. So A++. And then my last one, Matt Crafton. I got to give you an F for questionable behavior, both on and off the track. Did you know that he was born the same year as the Apple I computer? Did you know that?
No.
Why
For the
did you
record?
know that?
Because I looked it up.
The Apple I
He's-
computer doesn't seem that long ago. How long ago was the Apple I computer?
1976.
All right, that was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago, you know? That's a long
Wow.
time ago.
That's crazy.
It's crazy how much you can age in that amount of time between then and now. So you get an F. And that's my trucks grades.
I'm
Perfect.
concerned that Arthur stole my notes.
I'm concerned that the smartest one in the room doesn't follow instructions. But
Oh, I'm not concerned about that because we only got the instructions like an hour
Says the
before.
guy who gonna give out the most insane
Listen,
grades.
listen.
Y'all trust me.
I
like
told you
this year. My
I'ma
grades
do-
are they're like that this year. They're
I
1.4.
told you that I was going to do what I want, as I often do on this show.
Well,
So I don't know why you act surprised or concerned.
Well, let me
Please
go ahead and
move
piss
on.
off. I'm going to go and piss
Offseason.
off Jared. I'm going to
Go
piss
ahead,
Jared
Jared.
off some more with my
Yeah,
grades
just go
here
ahead.
because I didn't, I saw that he wanted a certain way, but that was after I already spent my lunch break making this. So
Yeah, he can go to hell.
yeah, so
Bet.
I gave Roger Cruz a B. I really actually want to give him a C. My biggest concern was he had a really low average finish. It was 14.8, one of the lowest in terms of where he ended up in the points.
Mhm.
And it's once again a question of how strong was that Spire truck equipment. Anytime you put a superstar, an all-star in that thing, it was fantastic. But that was cup level talent guys. But as Arthur mentioned, got a win, a very nice win, fought off, defended very well. And despite having a really, really quiet middle of the season where he just disappeared, he did perform well when it mattered and was able to exploit a stupid point system to put him in contention for the Final Four, which, hey, I mean, Joe Logano's made a career out of that. So if you can do that reliably and consistently, you can have a very nice career. Like I said, the ability for him to crack off a win a year was going to be essential to him getting to the next step. And absolutely delighted that he is getting that opportunity with Junior Motorsports. So I'm very curious to see how that goes. But yeah, really happy to see him take that next step. Corey Heim, A+, so much so that where he broke the curve. So, the curve works essentially like they will pull everyone else up. He is so far ahead of everyone that he essentially breaks it, where anyone who just does okay looks brilliant in comparison, just because, oh wow, you managed to beat Corey Heim, you must be really good. Like he is what people said the cup drivers were when they would come down there. It was just, hey, if you beat Corey Heim, you might be championship level. So that's how strong he was. He really wasted his time in the series. I'm glad that he's still stuck somewhere else in the wilderness, and it's sort of a travesty and shows how broken the sport is that he doesn't have that he doesn't have as definite plans as other drivers. Lane Riggs, I also gave an A. I can downgrade him to B just because he did show good consistency throughout the year. If you were to say that any other Truck Series regular was going to be a consistent threat to at least do well against Corey Heim, he was the guy. And in any other season, you'd be a champion. If you had a Corey Heim who was 40% less dominant, I would say Lane Riggs would be a true championship threat. I'm not going to downgrade him at all because the point system is stupid and he didn't make the Final Four. I don't care about that. So this one I want to tread carefully because this person is a rookie, but the stats are shocking. Tony Breidinger, I'm just going to give a D. There's room for improvement, but she was the lowest ranked driver who ran all 25 races. And this is the same team that Corey Heim was on. And I don't know how the distribution of wealth looks in these sort of organizations. I know it can be kind of opaque. it may not be a Hendrick situation where you assume that all 4 Hendrick cars are championship caliber. I don't know if that's the case for the truck series, but man, I know it's tough for a rookie, but there weren't any real moments of like, oh wow, she's figuring it out, or yeah, she's making improvement. She didn't capture any top 5s. There were no top 10s. There were no top 20s. She finished on the lead lap 3 times in a same team as Corey Heim. So, like I said, might just need a bit more time, but I just found that, yeah, a little surprising. I thought she had a slightly better season than what she actually had. Anyway, to the real failure, Matt Crafton. If you had told me that he had retired after the first race, I'd believe you. He was just god awful. Same team as Ty Majeski, 0 top 5s in that equipment. That's inexcusable. Yeah, don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. And yeah, congratulations on your illustrative truck career with, I think, 20 wins, 15 wins, however many.
15.
Yeah, 15 wins. Amazing. I think Corey Heim had essentially 66% of your entire win total this season. So a true stalwart of the sport. And that's my truck series review.
All right.
Mm.
Okay, so
Devontae.
let's start with Matt Crafton. I'll give him a U. He sucked that year. Goodbye. Raja B plus got a win. Defended his win. The defended. Sorry. Nashville defended that lead. Corey Heim, I think Lane Riggs or Tom Majeski, one of those two. Like the last 60-some laps. So, because very consistent in the playoffs. Hate that he didn't get a chance to go to Phoenix, but excited for him in Xfinity. So B plus for him. Chandler Smith, D. Chandler Smith. Corey Heim. What a season. That's like an A plus. Was that 13 wins, right?
Yeah, I think it was 13. It was
13 wins.
enough.
Enough. It was enough wins for him to get a championship. Right? Rightful champion, by the way. So I won't lie. Tom Majeski, A, very consistent. Did he get a win? I can't remember. Probably didn't, but very consistent from him.
Yeah, no wins.
No wins? Oh wow. Yeah. But he was so consistent, so not surprised by him. Former Truck Series champion. Who else we got? Oh, Lane Riggs. I'm gonna give Lane Riggs like a B minus. Got a couple wins. Very consistent, but not too consistent. But room for improvements. Definitely gonna be a top contender for next season for sure. Daniel, I'm one more driver. I'm gonna say Daniel Henrik. I'm gonna give him like a C. No, B. No, C plus. He was here and there. Got the win from Martinsville, so he was here and there. Yeah. But that's my truck ranking.
I'm just so flabbergasted about how you all score people.
Well,
Man, just make your fucking
and
ratings,
move
man.
on with your picks. Let's go.
Fucking damn, make your damn ratings.
Interesting.
Where are we at?
5 answers.
Make your
You
damn
got 5
ratings,
answers.
man.
I gave you
That's
5
fine.
answers.
15
I'll give mine,
answers.
and I'll show you the format that I requested. Okay.
Yeah, he gonna say some
F.
BS. So come on.
When was the
Request
request
denied.
made? When was the request? When was the request made?
denied.
Doesn't matter. Chandler Smith. F. Take care of your kids. Matt Crafton. D.
Take care of your kids. Oh wait,
Take care
never
of your
mind.
kids.
Oh wait.
C I gave to Caden Honeycutt just for the year that he had. To then switch teams seemingly in the middle of the season to finish up with Stuart Friesen, and make the championship 4. I feel like was good on him. to just show the consistency of the year that he had. So he gets to see. I also gave Raja a B. He got a win. Uh, and that it just seemed like the truck disappeared. Like a lot of you all said that he just went away for 7, 8, 9 weeks, and then the performance came back. So I don't know what was going on or what they had cooking over there, but maybe they needed Cal Larson to get in his truck to help his truck win some more races, like what happened in some of the other series. Um, and then Corey Heim gets an A. It's kind of hard not to give him an A for the season that he had. Um, and I hope that he finds gainful employment soon. Hopefully, we find out in the next 7 to 10 business days. But hopefully, he can find some gainful employment. See, that wasn't that bad. It was like, that was normal. Dude, 5. Y'all giving
We
pluses
gave
and
you
minuses.
He just
5.
gave you 5. You.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
He almost said something really bad.
You can't say that word.
He
I
forgot
was
we
about
were
to let him,
live.
and I was about to let him too. I wasn't about to stop him.
You can't say that.
He can say it. It might just be the
We're in
last thing he ever
company.
had.
We got company in the
Consequences.
house. We got company in the house. You can't finish that sentence. So that's trucks. Anybody wanted to expand or on anybody else's grades that they thought was appalling or a misuse of grading?
No, it was all right.
That sounds like fine.
We all seem to
Trucks are
be on the
fine.
same page.
Trucks. I mean, trucks. There really wasn't that much variation in
Right.
the year.
I feel like this is where it's going to get fun.
Hell, I'm shocking Jared grades. Those trucks is all right.
Jesus.
I'll go first for Xfinity since Monte just thinks that I'm just full of it this year.
Oh, you are. You are.
All right, so for Xfinity, F goes to Jeffrey Earnhardt, and mainly just because I'm still upset that he thought he was deserving of a Cup ride. Before it was at Talladega, and he was mad that they changed the rules so 2311 in front row could race and he couldn't. You're not good enough. F. Eric Almirola gets a D just because he's the worst person in the world. And I already had given out the F, so he can't have my F. Jesse
See what happens when you give yourself restrictions?
That was restrictions. I'm following by my rules. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
your dreams be dreams.
I mean, his car won the owner championship.
Ain't nobody care about that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, he had the audacity to do a burnout. Like, no, get off here, get off the
Get
stage.
off the stage. Exactly.
Dancing and celebrating and act like it's his day. It's his time to shine.
Yeah, no one likes you. Please leave.
You need to leave.
I gave Jesse Love a C. He had a decent year, but he got a Mickey Mouse championship, so I can't put him any higher than that. Justin Allgaier gets a B, just because I didn't think that he was coming back after he won his championship. He put up 3 wins and was in the title fight until his car gave up on him. So he tried to defend his championship, which I feel like was good for Junior Motorsports. And then A goes to Connor Zilic. And I'm very excited for him to beat up on SVG next year if there's a NASCAR.
Hold up now. Beat up on?
Yeah,
Let's slow your roll a little bit on that now.
Who gonna stop them on road courses? It's gonna be them two battling out.
I mean, yeah, but you're saying he's gonna beat up on him. That implies
not like fisticuffs. Like Rubbin's racing kind of beat up.
Yes, but the idea that SVG is just gonna be an afterthought, dust in the wind.
I didn't say he's an afterthought. I said
you said he was gonna beat up on him. What's that imply? How dare I take your words at face value?
I don't think SVG can go for 5 next season. I think he might get 4 and Connor might get 1. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not what you said, though.
That's what I meant. Beating up on him. I didn't say he was going to snuff him in the back.
I'm glad they ain't call you as a witness in the courtroom because they'd say the transcript here shows. No, they should not.
They should have. I'll make sure that this case is a 108 grand slam with 5 words that I can't say on there.
Pick the next person, please.
Peyton, share with us your grades for Xfinity.
Sorry, Mark Martin just blew up. His engine just blew me. So I get back on the track for some reason. Now they got out there the caution. Anywho, so A+, Connor Zilic. he was extremely fun to watch because you could see him learning as he sort of went along. Like we all knew he was going to be great at road courses, and then it's like, well, can he get better at intermediates? Yes, he can. All right, what about big tracks? Yes, he can. What about short tracks? Yes, he can. Like it was just
Is it Connor Zilic or is it Obama in 08?
Well, he might. I mean, truthfully, he could have the same effect to rally people and get people excited about the sport that Barack Obama had if NASCAR knows how to market, which they don't. The only concern I've got with him going forward is I'm just nervous because he's had 2 injuries. Both they recovered well from because he's young as hell and young bones heal very easily. But I always just get nervous when someone has had, a back injury or things like that. Like it's when an Alex Bowman, because he's had a back injury, you get nervous if he's in an accident. You don't want to see him aggravate a past injury. So that's just gonna be one thing. Watching him next year, I'm gonna be really, really nervous because he's going to have some mishaps being a rookie, and he's probably going to want to run really fast in equipment that non road courses may be a bit messy. So hopefully he's able to sort of scale it back a little bit and also not injure himself in silly ways. But yeah, he was a lot of fun. Jesse Love. So Jared's gonna be mad at me because I've got 2 Bs and no Fs and a D and a C, but it's okay. You can't harm me. Jesse Love, I'm going to give a B because he was fine. And I guess he's a champion. He's got a trophy that says he's a champion. When I look at Racing Reference, he's a champion. No one's going to remember that he was a champion. Also, he was the second best driver on his team, which is interesting. So I like him, happy for him. And he just needs to make sure he puts that trophy in some place he can see it every day so that way he remembers that he won a championship, because that's going to be the only way that anyone's going to remember that. Sheldon Creed, I'm going to give a C because I like him. If he was anyone else, I'd probably give him a D, but he's a C. He didn't look like he was a real threat anywhere except that Bristol race. I don't know what he's going to need to sort of turn the corner. I don't think he's going to find it at the factory Haas team. They've not really got the horses for that, but I mean, hey man, you've got to keep trying to answer the bell, and one day you'll make it ring. So he's going to get there. I think next year he's going to get a win or two. So I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say that, and hopefully no one's recording this. Harrison Burton, I went ahead and gave a B also. I thought with a team that essentially went out of business now, he did a really good job in delivering consistent and reliable performances. He didn't light the world on fire or wasn't phenomenal like a John Hunter Nemechek was, but John Hunter Nemechek was also in better equipment. I think Harrison Burton is making the right steps to potentially be an Xfinity lifer in a Justin Allgaier sort of way, which that can be a really nice career if you want it to be. So I'm excited for that. Austin Hill is my final student. Going to give him a D. Why? Because he was really strong this year. He put up a very, very solid season, but it turns out he's got the mental capacity of a toddler when he gets upset and angry, and threw away a great opportunity so he could go put a former Drive for Diversity driver ankle deep into the wall and at Indianapolis. It's such a stupid move. And then to sit there and even pretend that it was anything but intentional. If you want to advance in this sport, you've got to make better decisions. I mean, there are more than a few people who had some critical things to say who probably have hiring decisions. And that sort of antics are probably the reason that you're just going to be an RCR lifer and hopefully get the occasional super speedway start in the Cup Series. So, yeah, he's not doing anything to make himself more likable. He's almost at the point where I can see myself liking him to a degree just because he's an anti-hero. But no, he's still just too annoying for that. He's just such a dope. So, yeah, he gets a D. Probably should be an F, but like I said, he's fast enough that I'd bring him up to a D. So that is my 5.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Art.
Oh, sorry.
Art unmuted, so go ahead, Art.
Dope is such a good insult. That's such a good jab. I support that. I support more use of dope in our modern society. Let me see. Now it's my turn to feel like Peyton stole my notes. Jesse Love, I give you an A minus. Winning the title is great, but you really weren't a star this season. You were really kind of an afterthought. To Peyton's point, you were second best on your team, but you got a trophy. So he performed when the lights were brightest, as they say. Allgaier, I gave a B plus. I thought he had a really solid year. Maybe a touch underwhelming, but I think that's just because Connor ate up a bunch of races where he probably would have won or performed well at. He had 15 top fives, 20 top tens. Those are great numbers. But when you have a supernova season, like the next gentleman, Connor Zilisch, they really kind of get overshadowed. Connor, A++, much like Corey Heim, you get to skip a grade. You don't belong down here. Get out of here. Go on to the bigger, brighter world of the Cup Series. Peyton, I hear you're concerned about him with injuries, but I don't know. I feel like the collarbone was kind of a freak accident. I'm not going to be too worried about that. Although I will say that Cup car is much stiffer and much more prone to being bumped and bruised after a wreck. So I'm not saying you're completely wrong, but I can see that. Austin Hill, you get an incomplete. You get your report card says see me after class for disruptive behavior. 4 wins, great season, but a suspension that keeps you from competing for a championship. You got to be smarter than that, buddy. You got to be smarter than that. Like those, he's gonna be a much less talented Robbie Gordon, where he's got the ability to be good in a car, but he cannot get out of his own way, which is both an insult to him and an insult to Robbie Gordon, because Robbie was great in a lot of things, and Austin isn't. And the last one, Mr. Triple C, Sheldon Creed, C minus. Give you C minus. Your report card says you aren't living up to your potential. Once again, 0 wins, 8 top 5s, 16 top 10s. I don't think he's going to turn the corner, to Peyton's point. I feel like he was much better last year, and I can remember him being in contention, at least in multiple races last year. But this year, I think he maybe had two second place finishes and not much else to show for it. I'm not going to say he's regressing, but he ain't getting better.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I get that, but still, I need you to at least be in the picture. You got to be in the hunt if you want to get this win and live up to all this billing that I've been hearing for the last 2.5 years on this show about how good he is from certain people, certain hosts of the show. So you got to C minus. I love Sheldon as a person. He seems like such a nice guy. He seems like a good personality that you could do stuff with in marketing world. And he just seems like a guy I want to root for and I want you to do well. But I root for winners. And he is sadly not one of them. So I cannot root for him. But I hope he turns the corner. I hope he gets a win next year. I sincerely do. 'Cause I think it'd be good for him and to get off the side. And I think honestly, if he gets 1, I think he could pop off 2 or 3 in a season, assuming no one wins 13 races in that season. So, Jared, I see you shaking your head. Is there something you want to say? You want to?
Nah, brother, you know what I'm saying? You're entitled to your opinion, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to agree with that shit, but you know.
No, I'm not saying you had to agree. Did you want to throw anything in there?
No. But we just keep it pushing.
I just like that he said he's got potential. That means that you see the vision that we all see.
I don't see the vision. I see the vision that he has talent. I don't think he's a bum. Let's be real. There's some drivers out there that are bums. And bums in the racing context, right? Like they're all better drivers than maybe we are, but in that world, they're bums. I do not think Sheldon Creed is a bum by any stretch. But I do think is that he does not have the clutch gene that you have to have in those last 30 laps to find a way to win. And until he has done that at least once, I have to maintain that opinion until I see any evidence to the contrary. There's maybe been one race where he didn't win where I was like, oh, he really got screwed. I think it's like Darlington or something. I think he got walled by Larson maybe last year. But most of the time it's like, okay, you just didn't perform well enough. So I don't think he's a bum. I think he's absolutely deserves to be there. There are some drivers I see out there every week that I'm like, you shouldn't be in that seat. But do I see the trajectory that y'all say where he's one wrench turn away from victory lane? I don't see that.
Do you think Joe brought this up in the Twitter chat? Do you feel that Haas moving to Chevrolet, which is an organization or manufacturer, should say, that Sheldon Creed has experience with, do you think that will help with his on track performance to put him in position late in races to do things, or are we just making that up to make excuses for him?
It can't hurt.
It probably would help. I mean, like it seems pretty clear that the Chevys were the dominant bunch in Xfinity this year. I don't know what the ratio is of wins versus the other, but I feel like Ford and Toyota maybe had 4 wins combined. Maybe I don't know the numbers offhand, but yeah, I'm sure that would help. But he's not going to be in those JRM cars, and those seem to be the class of the field every year. So does it help? Yeah. Does it close the gap between him and the top performers? Probably not. But can't hurt. Like the paint spray, can't hurt. It can't get any worse. That's actually not true.
I mean, at least they'll have more than like 2 1/4 cars to draw information from. Like Ford's involvement in the Xfinity or Busch Series or Nationwide, whatever the hell they want to call it this week, is, I would just say, nominal at best. They're just there so they can feel like, hey, we've got cars in every series. Ford has no development plans for their drivers. I don't know what the hell Ford is up to, but it doesn't seem like they take any of it very seriously. So, yes, to get them to a manufacturer that at least cares enough to field multiple cars can only help. But I agree with Arthur. This isn't going to be a high-performance team. I think we're going to see more of the same. He might luck into him now that Zillich ain't there.
And you know what? Look, if you steal a win off a strategy or, first and second wreck and you're running third, they count the same in the record book. Like, I'm not going to hold that against him. Like I said, he's not a bum. I don't think he's a bum, but he's just not able to finish races right now. And that's okay. Better than me as a race car driver. So.
Bonta, your Xfinity report card.
Austin Hill, you get a fat U.
Double U's.
Yeah. Who else get a U? Oh, Eric Amarola. I can give a damn how many wins you got last season. Another U. Sheldon Creed, you get like a C-. He was alright. Jesse Love, A+. Could be better. Like do a little bit better. But no, you're a champion at the end of the day. Hey, you got it. Konstanich, A++. What a season. Despite having a collarbone injury. What was his other injury that he had at Dega?
I think it was back,
blew out his back.
Back.
And a back injury. And still managed to get like 11 wins, 10 wins.
Yeah, he missed a race and then he came back like a house of fire.
Yep, and then he got that win at Daytona with Parker. That was pretty cool. Who else? Harris Burnham, I'm giving you a B. Who else? I feel. Sam Mayer. I don't know what's going on with you, Marshall, but other than that, I'm gonna give you C+. Do better. Jed Burden, you get an F. None said. Yeah, that's it.
Respectable. I'm proud of us. Not horrible. Does anybody have any egregiances they want to adhere to, speak to?
Yeah,
we go into the fun part?
Yeah, you gave this love a C.
Yeah, he got a Mickey Mouse Championship. What of it?
Well,
Mickey Mouse Championship, bro. Okay, bro.
Levante, you gave Jesse Love an A, and then you said he has room for improvement.
Yeah,
what kind of teacher are you?
An A isn't an A+.
No, he said an A+. He gave an A+.
They don't print A+s on transcripts, motherfucker.
I'm giving him an A. I mean, he,
I mean, an A plus is like
he followed
100
the
out of
rules.
100.
Yeah,
An
so
A
there is no
is
room
like
for
a
improvement.
95.
I mean, he followed the rules for champion. I mean, the format fucking sucked, but he followed the rules for it.
I'm just saying, like, I would love a professor like you, where like, I'm going to give you A plus, but you actually had a lot of room to improve. I'm like, hey,
I mean, he
hey,
does.
appreciate that.
Like he get
You're
more
getting written
wins
up for
and
poor
become more
performance.
consistent. But other than that, there's nothing he got. I mean, he can do it again next season. Watch.
I mean, here's the thing: who's going to be the big dog in Xfinity next year? It's going to be a mad like it's going to be
Sheldon
wide open.
Creed.
Yes.
Please stop.
He's rolling
Please
off.
stop.
He's cracking off
That
5
shit is not
things,
happening.
baby.
No.
He cracking 5 off.
He's not. He's cracking
5
zero.
wins.
Just
0
comes
wins
in-
again.
Just
Did you
comes
just?
in with a
I just want
swagger
to
in
make
the
sure I
Daytona.
can.
It's just him versus his op, Austin
Oh,
Hill.
Lord.
It's just him
Oh,
and his
that's
op.
what say himself.
It's him versus him, bro. He's a baby goat.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna write this down now so I can actually quote Jared on the date.
Do you remember back in the day
December
before
10th.
gambling was legal? They'd have like on Sports Talk Radio, like, hey, if you want the picks, they'd always say for entertainment purposes only. What I'm
Right.
talking, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Don't actually think that I'm going to be held responsible if Sheldon Creed
Yeah,
continues.
don't
to
try and put any of this on FanDuel, DraftKings, Fanatics. Don't bet none of this because
Yeah, not in this economy. No.
not in this economy. This
Feed your
we ain't
children.
here for that. We ain't here for that. Y'all ready for the Cup Series after Art's finished taking his meticulous notes?
I'm good. I just wanted to have it on the record. Got date, time, stamp, so that way I can know who
I'm
to
laying on it
lambaste a
now.
year from now.
That brother is not,
perfect.
that brother is not getting a win.
Yeah, okay.
You can give him
We'll
5.
see.
He ain't getting 5.
He'll get 5 wins and then
At
turn off
this
the
rate, there's
PlayStation.
gonna
That's
be
when.
a
That's how
Truck
he'll get 5
Series and an
wins.
Xfinity
You know what? I'll
Series.
take it back what I said. He probably
That's
get 1
exactly
win.
how he'll get his 5 wins.
Right.
After that, you hear the beep beep of the PS5 cutting off. That's when he gets his 5 wins.
Snatchy work.
That was pretty funny.
Nasty work.
Sheldon, if you're listening to this, I
You
can
said-
DM you.
See,
I can
this is how
DM
I-
you their addresses for the pipe bombs.
See, this is how I know you are not real fans of this man. No, because you set him up for failure. You set him
How?
up for that.
You definitely did, brother.
You could have said, I think this, because there's 2
who
things
is
you
going
could have
to
said.
stop
Listen,
Who out of the current
him.
Xfinity
It's
or
right
whatever
here.
Auto Parts roster is
Right
going to stop
here.
him? Exactly, it's him versus him. I said that.
And you know what? He's losing. It's him
Him versus the man in the mirror.
Right,
you know
it's
what? The
100%.
mirror is
He got
winning.
this.
The mirror is
They
winning.
split personalities.
Well,
You
split
better
to
do
one
your
that
job.
can get a win.
Brother,
No,
the
you
only-
set him up because listen,
Hey,
what
look,
you could have said
all I'm
was,
saying is,
you
if
could have
crack
said,
off-
I really think that Sheldon that has what it takes to break through and get a win next year. You say
You
that, I'm gonna
literally
say okay.
said
And no, hang on,
that he has the
hang on.
potential to win 5
You
races.
said-
He just has to get the
Yes,
one.
and see,
so now you're backtracking
yes.
what you said. In advertising.
No, because you said he's gonna crack off 5 wins next year.
You definitely.
You heard what he
That's
said,
what-
Peyton. Me and Peyton,
That's
we got it.
Yes, there's a difference
Don't take
between.
shit.
Okay, if you want to sit there and pretend like saying he has the
No, what is
potential to
it?
get a win next year and he's going to win 5 races are the same. If you think those are the same
You
level of
said the
endorsement,
same thing that
you
I
got
did.
problems.
You just left more leeway.
You got problems, my friend. We gotta. There's something in the water. Listen, I need you to go change the filter on your fridge because that water got something in it. It's messing you up.
I did it yesterday. What's good?
Never change that.
Yes, it was good.
It's
The
in
refrigerator
something in
Man,
that
this
This
system.
much to
man
do it, but
really
he got
thought
done.
that he's gonna win 5 wins next season. He's not.
Just gotta
Has he
start
won
with
5 stages? Never mind wins.
3 stages.
Well,
Objection,
talking-
relevance.
what are we talking about here?
Sheldon Creed getting 5 wins. That's just what we're talking about.
You know, I-
that I said, but you changed your words. That's fine.
I only wish that my loved ones would have the same level of blind support for me and my endeavors that
You need
have
better
for Sheldon
family than if you don't have
because
anybody that supports
no,
you.
because I honestly I don't want that level of delusion in my life.
Delusions
That's
of
what I don't
grandeur
want.
is hitting. For
Are still delusions.
Christian
They are still delusions. They are
You
not
saw
real.
what the last episode was shilling for Sheldon 2026. That's what I'm doing. We're here.
Yeah, there's
live,
none of
baby.
that shit in next season, brother. No.
Raja can. What if Raja dumps Sheldon for the win? What a-
Hey,
I'll
That'll
go
be
buy
tough.
some more
Where? At
Raja
what track?
merch.
At what
by
track?
Rod merch too.
There's a track where it's acceptable. What track?
He
Probably
gonna do it at
Rocky.
Richmond. He gonna do it right in front of you. He gonna do it in your face.
Dad, look at this. Look at this. Watch this, Playboy.
I hope so.
I hope you got, and I hope
I
you know
hope
what.
so.
I hope you got. We got passes, and I hope you get to go up there and you can
It's
interview
been
Sheldon
it's
on
been
pit road
long.
after
It's
getting
been a
P2.
long year watching.
You can see it firsthand.
It's been a long year watching Raja and then Alpha Prime Microsoft card, buddy boy, just 32nd, 33rd, 27th, and my boy coming back home and he got a chance, baby. He got some speed.
Who
He
do
gonna
you
get it.
go? Let me ask you, who do you go to see, Jared? If in that scenario, do you go to Victory Lane for Raja, or do you go to Pit Road to see Sheldon after finishing P2?
Don't make me choose. That's why you're going with me.
This one happens
It's
so
not that
frequently.
hard. All right.
Well, listen, that's okay. If I'm going, then you can go see Sheldon. That makes it easy for me. I ain't trying to talk to that
Right.
That's
loser.
what I'm
No,
saying.
you good.
We can kill two birds with one stone, or I could just make you go see Sheldon.
You'll see my ass walking to the parking lot before you,
can
see
go
that.
see Southern Creed, brother. You gonna be there.
I'm gonna do the
boy.
Superman. It's gonna be Triple C underneath.
That's horrible. You're getting us kicked out. We're gonna get our
All right,
passes.
Cup
reversed.
Series.
Cup
Cup Series.
Series. Cup Series. Sponte, did you go? Yes, you did. So you go for Cup. You start. Cup.
I went first.
How
last time
high
at
do you
Trucks.
place Christopher Bell? This is why I'm here. I want to see what you do. I want to watch you squirm.
Do not piss me off today, bro.
Say that every time. What are the days of the year that we could schedule in when we can piss you off? What? I've got my calendar app right here.
All right, I got the red
Tell us
Sharpie right
the
here, bro.
days.
Tell me. Sir. Tell me.
I'm
Let's
gonna
book
give him an
it.
A. I mean, just he got the 3 back-to-back wins. Fall off the cliff until Bristol was big consistent in the playoffs. But yeah, Tyler, a B as well. Did not expect to see the fall off from the 2024 season, but he was still consistent. Couple times a year. At times when not wrecked a lot, but like just the bad luck. Not kind of bad luck. Certain races. Better than that, he still made the playoffs. That was lucky. That's that record happened, but he still made it to the round of 12. Shout out to Tyler. Um, Larson. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna give him an A plus because he's champion. Yeah, good, I guess. Um, but outside of that, he was consistent. That's Larson, very consistent. Every Sunday, despite the wins, his last win was back in Kansas. That something that I did not would that never I thought I would see him not winning no more after Kansas. Um, Ryan Blaney A plus. If he would have won, if he would have won Martinsville, he would have been a two-time champion, hands down, because he won Phoenix. Logano, give you a D. Um, Austin Century, I'm gonna give you like a C, no C plus. Make the playoffs. Okay, stats like that. Got the win, the Dega, so I give you that. No, I'm talking about. Fuck a C. B. Just gonna give you a B. B. There you go. Bubba, I'm gonna give Bubba A plus. Not trying to be biased, but he was the best 2011 racing driver that season. First ever crown jewel win. Make the playoffs for the first. No, make the playoffs from a win, and was was consistent in the playoffs for the round of 8. No, the round of 16. My apologies. Could have made the run 8. Danny Hamlin. Speaking of Danny Hamlin, A+ for Danny Hamlin. Could have won that championship. Think could have won that championship. But 6 wins, extremely consistent. Yeah. But I'm doing one more driver. Let's do Chase Elliott. I'm gonna get Chase Elliott at A-. Got that lucky win from Kansas. Got a win from Atlanta. Was pretty well in the playoffs. Made it around 8. Yeah, it's my grading for the Cup Series.
It's very calm for you.
Yeah,
It's nothing controversial. Let's see
nah.
if we can change that. Art, what are your grades?
All right, bro.
That's a setup. Yeah, I'll start. Chase Briscoe. I am happy to admit that I was wrong about you. I'm giving you an A. I said on this episode a year ago, and I said that you were going to be ass, you were going to be cheeks, and that you were a waste of a top 12 seat in the Cup Series. And I was wrong. This man knocked off several clutch wins, made it to the Final Four. I mean, outside of winning a championship, I don't know what more you could have asked from him this year. So
Did I hear that right? Did you just eat crow on the internet live?
I don't mind being wrong. I'll be the
Yeah.
first to tell you if I'm wrong. I have no problem doing it. But yeah, he did a great year. He had a really good year. And outside of those wins, he was not a guy who, got his wins and then disappeared. Like, he ran consistently in the top half of the field this year. So I'm happy to give him his flowers. Yeah, he gets an A. My next is going to be SVG. I'm also going to give you an A. Continuing to put belts to asses on the road courses and is improving on the ovals. Now, is he a threat to win at a non-drafting track next year? Probably not. But that Dago win would hit real different. And I think the fact that we started to see him get a couple good finishes. I think he got, 2 top 10s at ovals in the second half of the year?
Yeah,
Fontana, Was it 2?
I think it was more than 2. Yeah, I may be wrong.
Well, at least 2, we'll put it that way. I'm happy with that performance. And it kind of it's kind of swept under the rug how dominant he is at these road courses. Like, the week comes, SVG wins at the road course, and then we all just move on. But the fact that it's such a foregone conclusion, I think, is just a testament to how much better he is than the rest of the field at this. Now, I think the gap is closing, but they're still, I think, a year or 2 away from catching him. Next for Bubba, I'm going to give Bubba, I have written down a B+, but I'm actually going to give him an A-. I think he had a great win, had a great playoff run outside of a couple bad races. What was it? Was it Gateway where they were just terrible in the playoffs?
It was New Hampshire. Gateway. He ran extremely well.
Yeah, he was fast at Gateway.
Okay,
Yeah,
it was one of those. It's one of those flat tracks that I hate. Okay, but yeah, had a really good playoff run. Had a shot to get to the Final Four. Was one set of corners away from getting that opportunity. I'd like to put him a little bit higher, but there were some stretches in the summer where they kind of disappeared at times and just seemed slow. But they figured something out, and we talked about it here late in the season. They had probably at least a half dozen races where they were in contention to win. We talked about Richmond, and there's a whole bunch of other ones, but that team took a really big step in the right direction, I feel like. And I think from the team's performance, Bubba's performance, all of those are trending in the right direction. So I'm going to give you an A-, Bubba. I'm happy with it. Dad Bubba cooked. About to be 2-time Dad Bubba next season or next year, rather. So hopefully that continues to cook there. A guy we do not talk much about, and I wish Carl was here for it, Mr. Kyle Busch. I got to give you an F, brother. You're a super senior. and you still failing classes. It's time to go. You gotta go learn a trade, friend. You gotta.
Brother.
It's time to pack it in because they not changing this car no time soon. So
Yeah, you could blame RCR for that, buddy.
you got what you got, and it's time to go. It's time to go. As the stripper told me one time, the party is over. It's time to go home. And you know what? That is wise advice from her, and it's the advice I'm giving to Kyle Busch. We gotta call it. It was a great run, all time great, first ballot Hall of Famer, top 10 most talented driver all time. But it's time. It's time to go. And lastly, I'm gonna give Denny an A plus. I would love to say if he won a title, he get A plus plus. And this is kind of breaking my rule where usually I'd say you have to win a title to get an A plus. But 6 wins, led the series in wins, did everything right at Phoenix. Right, I think I can't recall many races where I feel like a driver has willed a car to position quite like he did in that race. Like, we talk about driving like a man possessed, like that is an A tier example of that. And it obviously didn't work out with the caution and then the pit call. But I don't want to blame the driver for things that were out of their hands. This wasn't him, out executing. They made a bad call and they got unlucky. Mark Martin just blew up on my screen, Peyton, for the race. He just blew up now.
Yeah, you skipped ahead a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, no, Danny gets an A plus. So when I think about it, though, I really kind of feel like this is the last gasp. I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna come back next year, but I just feel like it's so hard to mentally commit the amount that he has to commit to be a championship contender. Like the margins are so small at this level and at that stage. You're not battling for 25th. You're battling for, top fives and wins every week. I think it's hard for him to come back from that. So, but for this year, he gets an A plus, and I'm really sorry that Denny did not deliver. But it was not his fault this time. That's my list.
It's a good list you got there.
So,
did you cheat off of art?
No. Okay, so we're going to go and get this thing rolling. Kyle Larson, I'm going to give a B, and this is unusual because on paper this was an extremely solid season. What Kyle Larson did is he delivered a NASCAR full season points championship in the playoff type format. Like, this is the sort of season that we would like to see from a Kyle Larson in a season where every race matters equally. Because he was actually really strong. I mean, I'm looking through here: 22 top 10s, 15 top 5s. But the thing is with this one, we sort of expect for him to do the whole, listen, I'm either going home in a wrecked car or I'm going to win. He did very little of that. Like, he was just really consistent in a quiet way. The only thing that I'm going to, biggest thing I dock him for was he just got really quiet from a win standpoint right after the Indianapolis month of May. And he was really lousy in the month of May in terms of IndyCar endeavors. He wrecked up at least once in practice leading up, rode off a car. And then he ruined a bunch of cars races actually in the race. Then he flies up to Charlotte and casually crashes out there. He just had a nasty, nasty Memorial Day weekend. And then it seemed like after that, he just didn't have the same winning edge. But he was still super consistent, so it all worked out. But it just wasn't what we expect out of a Kyle Larson year. And in terms of, oh, man, you remember this Kyle Larson race, there wasn't a whole lot of that this year. I would say his race at Homestead was probably his most electric performance. But the thing we sort of expect out of Kyle Larson is for him to do something you've never seen before. And we didn't get a lot of that, which typically you'd like that to coincide with a championship. But on paper, this is a great 36 race format champion. But yeah, Denny Hamlin, A plus. I have so much respect for drivers who deliver a level of excellence year after year after year after year. That's why I love Kevin Harvick. I love Kevin Harvick because first off, he took over after Dale died. It was that easy transition. But beyond that, he was fantastic every year to the year he retired. He did not have, oh, he's washed. No, he didn't ever get to a point where he's like, oh, he's washed. Like Jeff Gordon never got washed. Jimmy Johnson got washed. Kevin Harvick never got washed. And at this point, Denny Hamlin, he looks like he's a million miles from washed. Let me just tell you something. Let's just think about something real quick, just so we can think about Denny Hamlin's level of performance. Okay, Indianapolis. Y'all remember qualifying for that race? He was up 3/10. He was up 3/10 coming out of turn 2. And he was like the last car to go. He was up 3/10 before he spins it. If he just held on to half that, he was going to demolish the pole position for that track. And that's impressive to do at his age with everything that he has on his plate. Because you got to remember that he's also owning a team. He's doing a podcast. I mean, listen, I can barely maintain a full-time job and show up on Mondays to record this. So kudos to him. I think R has a great point. I don't know if he can continue this, especially come off such a devastating loss. It's going to be tough. I mean, you look at the Atlanta Falcons. You lose that Super Bowl in such a stupid way, you're never the same again. I don't care. So it might be tough. Next up, Hocevar, I'm going to give him a C. Reason why, he had some real moments of brilliance. I mean, I tell you what, that Coke 600, he could have won that. He looked so strong, really, really strong.
And Michigan too.
Michigan was, oh God, yeah, he was strong in Michigan.
Yeah.
He really outperformed, and he put equipment in places it was not supposed to be, which is the mark of an excellent driver. If you can take subpar equipment and put it to another level, that's huge. The other thing is he picked a lot of stupid fights to pick, where he pissed off a lot of people. I think I'm still shocked that, guy from Hayek Racing, Stenhouse hasn't knocked his head clean off. If he wasn't so short and could reach all the way up there, he probably would have knocked his head clean off his shoulders. Just making a lot of enemies. I am really excited to see how Chris Gabehart going to Spire will affect their performance, because I think they can win a race. They, in a different universe, they probably would want to race this past season. But yeah, speed-wise, Hocevar is still, I think, the most exciting driver out there. Now to my harshest grade, Riley Herbst. Denny Hamlin on his podcast said that Riley Herbst was going to surprise a few people. I'm trying to figure out who out there was surprised. It's definitely right. A few people, or very few people, have been surprised. No top tens in winning capable equipment. And there was never the, ooh, he's figuring it out moment. And that's the same thing I was talking about Tony Breidinger. I can understand, hey, you're a rookie and you're not going to have great performances, but at least you might want to show glimpses, a picture of like, oh, there is talent there. Oh, yeah, there's something special going on here. Never really got that. Never really got signs that he is turning the corner. And, so I gave him a D. Room for improvement. Not necessarily the most future thing I've ever seen, but yeah, really surprising with that level of equipment. And then my final grade, Bubba Wallace. Because I'm a fan of his, I'm going to give him a B. Looking more objectively, I think there's argument made for a C. Now, hear me out. The pace was fantastic. The pit crew was fantastic. He drove well. You cannot have that many DNFs. And I don't know if you want to blame the team, the driver, the circumstances, but to DNF damn near 10 times, you're not going to be able to perform at championship level. There's just no way around it. But there's so many upsides. So, which also made a very bittersweet season. So here's a couple points I want to put up. There were 9 different races this year that he led 10 laps or more. And I think the 10 laps or more is an important number to think about because you can lead a lap just in green flag pit stop transitions or whatever we're going to stay a little bit. I'd say 10 to 15 laps or more is a sign like, okay, you had general pace on a given weekend, 9 races. That's a huge step up for that team and that driver. So that's what I like to see. Richmond, Talladega, Kansas, Homestead, and Nashville are all tracks that I would arguably say, hey, had things broken a little bit differently, he could have won, especially Kansas. I mean, for obvious reasons, where he got destroyed by his team owner. And then same thing with Richmond, where just I believe it was a poor pit stop. So that was really heartbreaking. But the performance is there. But they've got to get their head around those number of DNFs. Like there's just no two ways about that. So I'm gonna give him a B, but like I said, a C would be really easy to talk me into. That's my list.
I guess I'm about to burn this bitch down then, huh? I gotta be the bad guy. Oh well, here we go. My F goes to Alex Bowman. I feel like as the fourth Hendrick car that doesn't have any shades of brilliance or excitement or race winning performance, he's just doing more as a Raja play seat holder. I feel like it's been more apparent last season than any other season in the history that we've said it. He's just there, just vibing, having a good time, taking care of the dogs and stuff. F. D, not awful performance, but just because who he is and how I feel about him personally, is Kyle Larson. He gets a D.
Not the
'Cause I don't want him to reach any successes of any kind or of any sort. No, he gets a D. My C driver again, just because of the drivers I put in front of him, was just SVG. It's just how he just fell in the grading scale. Not that he gave a C level performance of any kind. You know, he just wasn't better than the other two drivers that I put in front of him.
Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine, baby.
No, you not.
I do think that he's going to. I think he will get an oval win next year. On which oval, I'm not sure yet. But you could really see, especially late in the race, on tracks that have multiple grooves, that he was figuring out a running line that was fast for him. Had flashes of brilliance at it was either Kansas or Homestead where he got a top 10 and he was ripping the fence. So I feel like he's definitely figuring it out. So I may punch him one for an oval next year in addition to being, competitive and front running in the road courses. For B, B is for BDB, Baby Daddy Bubba. I feel like he came into his own this season. Like Bonte said, he was the stalwart of airspeed. And I feel like with the synergy his team has and the synergy he has with Charles, that they might get multiple stickers on the car next year. As soon as they figure out how to get some crash avoidance built into the stats. I think there might be a couple times season victory lane next year. And then I give my A to Denny just to see a driver literally lock in. Yeah, sure, he made what some people would view as an egregious move to try and lock himself into the championship, but to still get there, to win 6 races last year and lead the whole series, and to win a championship, had the race gone to its standard finish, just to lose it in overtime for the gamesmanship that are the rules. It's a super hard pill to swallow, but he put it all on the line. I feel like last season to make sure he had his place in history, and we got close. See, hopefully, like the others have said, hopefully he can find some peace with how 25 ended, and hopefully he can put himself in position next year to give himself an opportunity to win a championship as they go into Homestead. Anybody have
This
anything about
SVG is C. Are you kidding me, dog?
Yeah.
again, I said that it wasn't all of his performance. It's just because I valued the other two people higher in my grading scale. Y'all
You
didn't
could
follow
just-
the rules,
Well,
and I
yo,
followed
Brennan
You
none
could've
of
just
it.
left him
fucking
off, though.
shit, buddy.
I don't give a fuck about Joey Logano. I don't give.
Language.
I don't care about Ricky Stenhouse. I don't care about Noah Gregson. I don't care about Carson Hocevar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, Gregson was so bad this year.
You know, these are
Yeah.
my five. These are my five drivers. Like,
And your
You need
five
that.
sucks.
Yeah, Noah Gregson. He was woo.
you know,
Stinky.
if we did all 36, there'd be a lot of hurt feelings because the majority of them get Fs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
F.
like crazy.
F,
Wait, so the
F,
first
F,
year,
F.
did y'all actually do like the entire?
No, it was always just 5.
Okay.
It was always
Y'all
just five, but the first year we had a really long and drawn out discussion about each driver. We
Okay.
cut the episode and then started recording the next one, and we put it out. We did we chopped the 3 episodes and we released them like every 4 or 5 days. It was really, really aggravating. I'm never doing that shit ever again in life. This is much cleaner experience.
Yeah, no, I'm one take.
Ever. Ever.
You're not getting me.
Ever.
More.
Is that everybody?
That's everybody.
Well,
Yeah,
before
that's
we
the
wrap,
click.
I have a final segment
Ouch.
for us. We have some
A final
superlatives. We have some superlatives to give out since we've
Oh,
got all these
shit.
grades. I have 5 superlatives that I would like us all to give our thoughts
Here you
on.
go.
What
You
driver
always
we
gotta
would
know.
nominate for each of these. All right,
All
you
right,
ready?
I want to play this game.
Yeah, no, you can. You can.
Which
Don't
is this like? Are we doing from like ARCA up or the Cup Series or?
worry. Dealer's choice. As long as it's someone that we know and recognize, go for it. I
I'll
don't
make sure
care.
that you don't.
You want to name, Billy Bob
Not a
Joel,
spite.
who made like one ARCA start the
Not a
first
spite,
race of
baby.
the year, who I don't know.
Yep.
Like, all right, whatever. It's
There
just
we
bad
go.
content. That's your fault. All right, so the first
You gave me
one,
that.
most dramatic driver. Who do you
Martin
think is the
Truex
most?
Jr.
They had to be
Most dramatic?
active, fool.
He raced the
Austin Hill-
500.
Austin
Get
Hills,
out.
bro.
No.
Austin
Next.
Hill is the most dramatic driver.
Oh,
Hey,
Carson
here you go.
Hocevar. Carson
Hey,
Hocevar.
thank you.
Absolutely,
I've been
Carson
waiting. It's
Hocevar.
Carson.
100%
Yeah,
Carson.
man, dude was most electric driver, and I posted that on our social media feed. Everyone's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
dramatic
he's
or
not,
electric?
he's not even that good." I was like, listen, do you know what exciting means? There's a difference between exciting and winning, you imbeciles.
What was the little
Wait.
kid's name from Wild Thornberries? The son.
The little jungle
That's
boy.
Carson Hocevar. Yeah, that's
Art.
Carson Hocevar.
Was it
bro.
dramatic or electric?
Most dramatic.
Dramatic.
Oh, dramatic. Oh, Austin.
Donnie. Was it Donnie? That's the little
Yes,
boy's
yes,
name.
him.
Yeah,
Yes,
I had
Carson
to look it
Hocevar is
up.
Donnie. Absolutely, 100%.
Did that boy
Flea-
didn't he just
Flea-
speak? Didn't he just speak gibberish?
Yes, Flea
He's a
from the
child.
Red Hot Chili Peppers was Donnie's voice. Fun fact.
That's crazy.
All right, so Hocevar is most dramatic. Next one, who is most likely to send it?
What do you mean by
Carson
send it?
Hocevar.
Kyle Larson.
You can't use Carson. If you use someone once, they're off the board. We've agreed it's Carson, so he's off the board. You can't reuse names.
Kyle Larson.
That's
Either-
not true though, because last year he wasn't a terrorist. Joey
He really
Logano.
did-
Joey
he really did
Logano.
learn. Why do you say Joey?
Because he was a terrorist last year.
Peyton,
Most likely to send it. He wrecked like 6 people.
do you have any counters to this?
I'm looking through the Cup Series. Let's just figure out who was the biggest
The most egregious.
idiot.
Joey Logano.
Yeah, Joey Logano was high up there. I mean, anytime you get Joey Logano on a super speedway or Brad
And now
Keselowski on a
he's.
super
Oh
speedway
my God, Joe.
are just, I mean, number one Al Qaeda members.
He's
So-
more aerodynamic, Joe. We should look out for him in the speed weeks next year.
Yeah, I'm fine with Joey Logano.
All right, Joey. The next one, coolest under pressure. Or you could say maybe most clutch. I could take either one.
Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin for sure.
What?
Most
Who do
clutch.
you think most clutch or coolest under pressure?
After losing the championship, I know it wasn't his fault, but I don't know, it feels like an odd thing to say after losing the championship in a race that he
If
was
you-
dominant.
I mean,
I
what could
went
he have
back-
done though?
I
Yeah,
know,
he
I
could've
know,
done
I
anything.
know. He couldn't. He couldn't.
you go
alter
back and
the team's
rewatch
decision.
Did you rewatch Phoenix after the fact? Like,
No,
did you
I'm
go
not
back
watching
and
that
watch
shit
it?
ever again.
I watched
Thank
it back, and he put belt to ass.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't want to rewatch it because it's really painful to see
That
someone get robbed.
honestly, that might be one of the most. That might be the most painful like non-Bubba loss that I can recall in like the last 5 years.
Belt to
Honestly,
ass, man. That is
like, yeah.
the only other person that you could give the clutch thing to would be Ryan Blaney.
I was just thinking that because like Ryan Blaney snuck out a few wins. Like he actually won that race, and no one even expected him to do that.
No one cares.
Nobody cared.
Yeah. Oh, and so I'd have to make Brad Keselowski the least clutch because he actually had that race won and just puked all over his shoes.
It.
Yeah.
He had a couple of races where he was in contention to win late and
Iowa for sure.
Oh yeah,
didn't
puked all over his
close it.
shoes.
It's at least 2 or 3 races this year. That's the thing. It's like he's another guy who like he can turn it on like 5 times a year, and the other 31 races he's ass. But like those 5 times, you're like, oh shit, the 6 might actually win this, and they just didn't this year. I think he had maybe 2 or 3 runner-up finishes too this year. I want to say. So all right, we can go most clutches Ryan Blaney. That's fine. The next is who is the hothead of the garage?
Austin.
Ricky
most
Stenhouse.
Wait. Are we doing Cup or Austin?
It's
You can
anybody.
do it. You can do anybody. Cups.
Austin Hill.
Austin Hill, dude ruined his
Without a
championship hopes by being a jackass.
Austin
Yeah.
Austin
Hill.
Hill, for sure.
That's an
Absolutely.
automatic. And the last one, same as last year, we're going to close it out on most likely to win the championship at Phoenix next year.
Well, the championship's not at Phoenix next year. It's
Doesn't
at
know
Homestead.
Wheel. He doesn't know
Miami,
Wheel.
sir. You don't know
All
Wheel.
right, I'm closing the show. Goodbye, everyone.
You don't
What
know
a
Wheel.
loser.
Where's
What
the
a
It's
ball?
me
loser.
now. I'm just sitting in the dark.
We just actually him the well actually. Well, actually, no. Here's the hope. Here's the hope is that it's a 36-point race format. And
Yeah, we're back, baby.
They
We're back.
clinched it.
We've never
They
been more back.
clinched
We've
it
never
at
been
Phoenix.
more back. Hell yeah. All right. Now we're cooking with grease and Crisco. All right. So, most likely to win the championship next year. As I erase in Phoenix from my notes. All right.
If Kyle Larson runs like he did this year, next year,
He might have that shit 3 weeks out, boy.
Like, the thing, like if he wins it, like if he runs like he did this year, he's gonna be a champion again. Like he just, like I said, he just did a 36 race season championship.
It's I really think like the report cards aside, it's kind of amazing for him to do what he did because like I had listened to Actions Detrimental when Danny had put it that episode, and he's like, if you go for like the historics, like the root NASCAR fan, you can't be mad at Larson winning because he scored the most points, over the course of the year. He had the best season performance in totality. So I fear that, to Peyton's point, if he does it again, he can win again. It's it's hard to be that consistent, and he made it almost look really easy.
Yeah, I mean the thing, and then we'll move forward. The thing to Denny's point, like people were not mad that Larson won; they were just mad how he won.
Yeah.
Right.
If he just beat Denny straight up, no one's outraged,
Nobody really
right?
cared,
But like that totally wasn't the case. And if you're going by the one race playoff, like Denny whooped ass all day long until the end. So anyway, but I get your point. I agree. I if you look at the season as a whole, yeah, I don't think Larson is a problem. All right, so we gotta make our picks now. We're making championship picks for next year. Who do we think hosts that big old trophy at the end of the year? Yes, we don't know what the point system is. I don't care. The question's been asked. I need y'all to answer it.
William Byron.
You think so, Monte?
You've been consistent. Like you making your face. Like you literally been he's consistent.
I mean, he's 100 in NASCAR 25. He has to be good.
He's consistent. Like he literally
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
No,
What
he
the
is.
fuck
He is 100. And you should
I
get
know
the
he's
game.
100.
You'd find out he was.
I played the game a month ago. I haven't touched it since.
I'm just kidding.
You haven't touched this. Nah.
I have just
Nah.
All right, who you got, Jared?
I'm gonna go out on a limb. Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh, buddy.
You're really assuming they're going to keep in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Right.
time to cut the show.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, I feel like that
I
it's
know.
either we're gonna get the playoffs that we have, or it's a playoff situation that we don't want. But I just feel like we know the road courses he's going to be a threat. Like we know, like Coda got it, the Air Force Base got it, like Watkins Glen got it. But I feel like he's going to be better at ovals. I feel like he'll have Ross to lean on and Connor, because Connor won on a lot of ovals too, even though it was in a completely different car. But he also won on ovals. It wasn't just road course nomination for Connor in the Xfinity Series. So I just feel like it'll be a team effort. You know, I feel like SVG he could do it in a perfect world. In a vacuum, he has the ability to do so. I'll just throw it out there because I don't know what we're gonna do for the points yet.
All right. Go ahead, Peyton. What you got?
Part of me wants to say Denny Hamlin makes a rebound, and in just a year-long point season format, he just kills him. Like he just points him to death. Just top 5 machine, just gets after him. But I think I've just got my heart set in this 36 race format. I think Christopher Bell. Like, I just feel like he's a sort of level-headed guy who, once he's not necessarily super worried about cracking off these wins, I could see him. I think he's going to have the rebound, because I think it's going to be someone who didn't have a phenomenal year last year. Like I said, he was really good, but he's sort of tapered off. So I'm going to say Christopher Bell. I think that's going to make Vontae really happy to have Christopher Bell hoist that trophy. And I tell you what, that's going to make a lot of fans happy. A lot of fans happy.
Not Bonte. They won't make Bonte happy though.
I'll be like, cool.
Bonte done tilled the garden. Ain't no more bell peppers around.
No more bell peppers, Bryce.
Well,
the raised flower bed is no more, or garden bed rather.
I was trying to come up with some kind of vegetable substitute, and I couldn't think of anything appropriate. So I didn't want to think of inappropriate, so I just left it alone. All right, that's not a bad guess at all, though. The thing is, I too long for the full season points, but I don't think they're gonna give it to us. I think they're gonna go back to the if I had to bet money, I would bet they go back to the 10 race playoffs, 1 points reset. Then I'm gonna go with another former champion. I think the only one of us would pick a former champion. I'm gonna go Ryan Blaney. I feel like that team is really good every year, and they just have to get a couple bounces their way to win a title. I feel like they're very close to getting another one. I know, they weren't able to close it out this year and be at Phoenix as a contender, but I don't know. I just don't see a reason why they can't be in the hunt. I think they're one of those top 7-8 teams that can be in there, and y'all took half of them, so I got to pick somebody else. So I'm gonna go Ryan Blaney. All the Blaney fans will be happy. And he didn't have a bad year. I'm looking at his stats right here. He had 4 wins, 19 top 10s.
I balled up.
Yeah, no, he had a great year. Just kind of, fell apart a little bit late, and also just other people performed better. So,
well, it felt like Ryan Blaney had a slow start to the year. I think because I think Nashville was his first win of the. Yeah, I think Nashville was his first win of the season. Yeah, and that was all the way in June. That's a lot of fun.
He had 4 top 10s before then.
Yeah, so I think it was that slow start.
So, yeah. No, I think he can get it.
What happened to Chase Elliott? No one's even talked about we've all completely forgot about his ass. Where the hell is he?
Well, it isn't the case that I forgot, it's just I don't care.
Yeah,
they're 2 different things.
Okay.
Those are 2 completely different things.
Yeah,
I choose not to care.
I can. Hey.
I mean, he also had a good. He also was one of those guys who's like 36 race season. He might be there at the end, but
Yeah.
we don't live in that world.
But for
That's
the
not
most
it.
popular driver, he occupies so little of my mind share. It's remarkable. It's almost as though he's just there because everyone likes his daddy.
How y'all said some of y'all said you weren't following the trial. I wonder how pissed he was that he got brought up in the trial as they brought up NASCAR brought up that him running SRX in a stylized 9 were one of the reasons they tried to kill SRX. And I know he was just sitting at home thinking, what'd you say fuck me for? Don't bring me into this. He's mind his own business in middle of nowhere, Georgia, and all of a sudden he's front and center in a court case.
Man, all I know is, man, I don't know. Johnny Morris's statement that he put out kind of just is the mic drop for me. I'm just waiting to see what Judge Bell has to do with this at this point, because you pissed off the South, so that it normally doesn't go well.
Listen, you don't bad mouth the money. Pro tip, kids.
And that's top tier, grade A. That's Wagyu money. That's money.
You don't
Like
bad mouth
that's
the
a
money.
third of the sport.
And you know what? Also, you don't do another pro tip: don't bad mouth the money in writing. Don't put it in writing. You pull someone aside and you fuss about it privately, and then you go home. Don't write it down. That's the one thing this court case has taught me. If you put something in writing, it can come back to haunt you. So be careful who you badmouth in a professional setting.
Gold codes, buddy boy.
Yeah. Johnny about to be outside with some tiki torches. He's gonna be. I got your gold codes right here.
And the megaphone. He right there, decked out in his camo. Shout out Real Tree. He there, baby.
All right, that's all I got for superlatives. So we will save these.
Wait, didn't Bonte make a championship pick?
He said Byron.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. 100 point. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed 100. He's
Well,
top ranked.
at this point, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Art still has one really special off-season thing for us to do. We'll let you know when that's coming, because I'm now looking forward to doing that, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later, so I can just forget about this and forget about the logins until February. Really,
That's gonna be like an 8-part episode. We're gonna come back. What you mean? It's not gonna be a one-off.
Just be 8 parts.
I will be there for one part of 8.
Like, what do you mean? Like, are we recording it all at
during-
once and just releasing it in 8 parts, or how does this work? Like, what do you mean?
Are there even
What do you
8
mean
weeks
to say
left in
parts?
the off season?
Exactly. We
say
gotta
parts?
make this thing stretch, baby. We gotta have some content to the people. We gotta be on it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, sir.
I'm just kidding.
Being
I just wanted to
hung by
fuck with you.
yourself.
It's about to be a 1-part miniseries.
No, he about to have us all AI'd out like all the Grok videos on X. It's gonna be us, but it's not gonna be us.
Hey, I need you to read this one very specific sentence on recording. Don't ask why. I just need you to read this in a normal inflection and never go online again.
We got him, boys. We got him.
All
Goodness gracious. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. This will be out shortly on all your favorite listening platforms. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to all of you who follow us on Spotify. We had a stupendous year.
We did.
We blew up on Spotify, so appreciate y'all for listening. We'll see y'all soon. If we don't see you before the holidays, happy holidays. And yeah, we out.
See y'all speed
Hit on
weeks.
music. Play the music.